Yeah, yeah, I think most of the people are not joining. I mean, because of some conflicts. So anyhow, I will record the session, right? They can go through that. Yesterday, let me share my screen. Yes. Yeah. Yesterday we have seen, we have started security uh, model in Salesforce. We have completed profiles and permission sets, and also permission set groups. Today we will cover the OWD, I mean record level sharing, which is OWD and role hierarchy. Today we will see these two topics today. Um, yeah, today's topic is OWD. And role hierarchy. Sorry, just the correct HIERA. Yeah, so we will see these two topics today. So basically, these are useful for record sharing in Salesforce. First of all, what is record sharing, right? So record sharing is means, for example, yeah. Let me log into our Salesforce org. Okay, there are two sales reps. Okay, one is from US and the second one is from India. Okay, so basically, so what is like Salesforce is mainly for security, right? Along with the features, we Salesforce security is also one of the best feature in Salesforce. So here we have a two users from USA and also India. So all US user can able to see only USA records, the records from USA, which are it could be accounts, okay, or contacts, some opportunities, like anything, like any record from Salesforce. So he has to see only USA related records, and India user can able to see only India related records. He cannot see USA records, and USA person cannot see India's record. That is about the record sharing actually. I mean record level security. Okay. No, we will control the sharing of like we have to control the uh, like sharing access of other users records. So the records which are created by Indian user cannot be seen by USA user. Okay, not only like India USA. For example, there are two users from um, like India itself, like maybe A and B. There are two users. A records cannot seen by B. Okay, B records cannot seen by A. Let's say the best example is like we have a WhatsApp, right? So like we, like with the WhatsApp, it's like we could not see like others messages, right? Only by login as like only our account users message only we can able to see. We cannot see others account messages. The same way, like in Salesforce also, we cannot see others records. Those are owned by a different user. That is about the record level security. Like we will see, like there are so many things in record, like so many settings are available in the record level security. We will see like one by one. Okay. So first of all, like how you can, you know, uh, start, like how you can. I will show you one example in Salesforce so that you can easily understand. Here I'm going to create a new account. Uh, I mean maybe this test account from. Okay, let's give account name is Polo Private Limited, Hyderabad. Okay, so we can give the address. Country is Hyderabad. I mean country is India. And some maybe some kbhp 72 and some city Hyderabad, Telangana. Okay, I have created a account. Who created like this user Satyam is created a account, um, like which is Apollo Pharmacy Limited, Hyderabad. Okay, so this account has to be visible to him only. Okay, it should not be accessible to any other people. Like there are some other ways also, we will see later. But as of now, so this account should be accessible only for Satyam, right? So when I log in as some other user, let me log in as some other user. Hmm, yes, Krishna Teja. Krishna Teja is also one of the user along with same as me. Okay. Uh, Let me remove this role for now. Non-specified. Okay. Let's log in. We'll see like Krishna Teja can able to see that account which was created by me. Okay. See, he cannot see any accounts. Let me refresh this page, or else I will. Yeah. Let me search with Apollo in here. He cannot see that. Okay. 1 minute. Just a minute. Let me share the link to. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Hi, Praveen. So, like Praveen, today we are discussing about the record level security in Salesforce. So as of now, I just created one account by using my user like Satyam in Salesforce Apollo Pharmacy Limited. I'm just checking login as Krishna Teja whether he can able to access that account or not. So we have I just log in as Krishna Teja and I'm trying to set this account. He cannot access that because um, we're having the OWD is private, which means OWD. OWD means organization while defaults. Okay, mainly useful for mainly used for the Salesforce um, record level security. It's a baseline of security, which means it's a foundation. It's a foundation for every security layer. So there are some options basically private, public, and I mean private. Let me type actually private and public read only, and also public read write, read and write. So it's just a foundation for every security layer in Salesforce. When you give the private, okay, so for every it will applicable for every object. For example, if you consider for account, right, when you give the OWT private for the account, so no user can able to see the record of other user. For example, here I created a record. It cannot be visible to Krishna Teja. Okay, it won't be visible for anyone until me until I give the extra access or extra permission, right? So where we can see the OWT here. So I will give you the one real time one generic example. Let's say here we have this document. Let's say here it is a we have a document, right? It's a Google document. So right now it is private. If you see this log, which means private. So when I share this link to anyone, they cannot access because which is private. So by default, which is private, which means no one can access until I give the access manually. Okay, how can I give this access manually? Just click on the share icon, share button. Here I will select the user and will share it, will send. Okay, when there are some options actually viewer. When I select this viewer option, Sneha can able to see this document, but she cannot update it. Okay, the same way commenter, she can only put a comments on this document. She cannot modify the content. When I give the editor access, she can able to edit the document, right? So only me and Sneha can able to access this document because I share it to Sneha only, right? But I need this document, it should be visible to everyone, right? So what I can do is I will change the restriction here. So I will change it to anyone with the link. If I select this option, we'll see like what will happen. Yeah, it will, you see, like you observe the lock icon got disappeared, which means everyone can able to see this document by opening this link. Like this is about Google document, like how Google is, you know, uh, giving the security, like how, like these are just security layers in Google. The same way we are also having the different security layers in Salesforce. So I'm resetting back to private mode only so that no one can access it by default until I give the access to them, you know, um, manually. Here I can select the people and also I can select the group and also some calendar events also I can select actually. Okay, the same way here this is the we have seen document example now. The same way you can compare with our Salesforce record. This is one of the Salesforce record. If I share this record to anyone, they should not see by default. Okay, they should not see when by default means when we set the OWT as private. So OWT means organization while defaults. So by default, it will be private so that no one can access this record. Okay. So when I set this option to public read only, right? When I set this option public read only, means everyone can see this record, but they cannot modify that. So we have seen in Google Doc also. Okay, when I give the viewer access, they can able to see the document but cannot modify the content. The same way will applies for the in Salesforce record public read only. Like when you select the OWD as a public read only. Okay. So when you let's go to this third option. When you select this option public read write, everyone can see the record, everyone can update the record. Like these are the different settings in OWT. But most of the like every I mean every application, every Salesforce application should we should put private only. Okay. So in every real-time project, OW should always private. No one will give the public rewrite. I mean public rewrite should not give actually, and public read only also we should not give. So private is the recommended way. Okay, where we can set up this OWT in Salesforce. Just go to your. Let me log off from Krishnadeja. So we'll go to setup. I'm going to set up. So just sharing settings. In sharing, like I think you cannot find like this organization. You cannot find like that. Um, you have to go, but you have to put sharing settings only. So when you go to the sharing settings, you will see organization wide defaults and also some sharing rules. Sharing rules. Sharing rules, we will see these sharing rules also in later classes. Okay. Now we'll see about like OWT. Just here you see like as I mentioned, OWT can applicable for every object. Okay. We have to manually give like every we have to set up for every object, not for this single object, not for the you know single setting like global setting. It is a individual setting for every object. Just click on edit. You will see the account, lead account, or the order, contact, asset, every object. So here account and contract, sorry, account and contract. So here like there are two types actually: default internal access, default external access, right? So like what is the difference between these two options? Default internal access means the users inside the Salesforce, the people who are using the Salesforce application. Right now, Krishnatej is internal user. You know, I'm also internal user, right? The people who are using the Salesforce features, right, which are like inside our Salesforce org, and who are accessing who are having the Salesforce license. Okay, those are internal users. Like external users, like external users means they will access the Salesforce objects by using some sites actually. Okay, so that is called community um, like experience, like those we call it as community sites or experience sites. That is different topic in Salesforce base, by the way. Since Salesforce licenses are very costly, the people the people who are having the uh, you know uh, so many users, so few users, like there are some set of users, they don't need of accessing every object in Salesforce. So they just need very, like for example, they just need to see their status or uploading some orders or uploading some stocks, right? They will create a website, okay, external website, not the Salesforce. From that website, they will access the Salesforce. That is a different topic. It's not required for us. That is okay. Comes in the community cloud actually, or experience cloud. not in our Sales Cloud, Service Cloud. Oh, that is like this setting is for the like external users access, but we will care about the internal users only. Okay, right. So so like here you see the different options we have. I have discussed private, public, read only, public, read write. So when I select this option, as of now it is in right now it is in private mode. That's why Krishnadeja cannot able to see the account which I created. So let me change this. That is the reason he cannot able to see the account which I created. Right now, let's change the setting to public read only. We'll see the behavior. Okay, let's see. Now let me log in as Krishnadeja. Here, he has you don't find any account in his org. Yeah, if I go to account, I log in as Krishnadeja. Let me go to all accounts. See this? He can able to see the account which I created, which means he can able to create that account actually, right? So when I change the setting, let me change it back to private. We'll see. First of all, I have to log out from Krishnadeja, and I will go to, yeah, I will change the setting again. Setting to private. Yeah, again sharing settings. Okay, let's give private only, and let me log in as Krishnadeja. Login. Going to accounts. Why? Yeah, see this? There is no accounts. There is no accounts. You cannot see that. Well, that is about the OWT. So by default, it's a OWT is a foundation for every setting, like every security settings. When you put the private, no record will be access to other user. When you put the public read only, records can be visible, but they cannot edit. I mean, public read write means they can able to see and they can able to update the record. Now we will see like, but in real Salesforce, right? So record should be like accessible to other user also. Okay, it should not be uh, like private to like there are some cases the record should be private, but like most of the cases they should also be visible based on our like business business requirements or like requirements. Like we will see like how the private records can be accessible to other users. Like there are other options actually in OWT. As I said, is a you know is a OWT is as a closed room. Maybe everything is locked, so we can unlock the security. I mean by using some other settings, which are role hierarchy. Okay, and these are the lockers. I mean locks actually, keys I can say. These are keys. Okay, the another key is sharing rules, and another key is manual sharing. Another key is teams. Yeah, when you talk about the record security, I mean record level security in Salesforce, we have to discuss about these topics. First one is OWD, then role level hierarchy, sharing rules, manual sharing, and teams. Okay, we have to remember all this, you know, features. Let's see one by one. You understand, like OWD is a closed room. I mean, everything is locked. We are using some keys to unlock the, doors. First key is role hierarchy. Oh, like first see, like simple one, manual sharing. So by name itself, you can understand what manual sharing. Manual sharing means like we have seen in the document example, right? We are giving the users. I mean, we are just selecting the users and giving the access. That is called manual sharing. Here I'm giving access to this user, edit access. Okay, I can give viewer access, commenter access. So if I open this list, right, these are the people can able to access this document. This is called the manual sharing. The Salesforce also same way we will have actually. Just logging off from this Krishna Teja. So I want to share the record which I created, Apollo Hospital record, right? That has to be shared to Krishna Teja. So how can I share this record to Krishna Teja? The simplest way is manual sharing. If I go to the Apollo and if we click on this, I have to go to the record and go to that record and drop down, you will see sharing. If we click on sharing, you will see the same option which we got on the Google Doc also. So here I'm selecting Krishna Teja. Krishna Teja. So what access? I'm giving access read. I mean I'm giving access read and write. Okay, he can able to access the Apollo Pharmacy account. He can also write that. Same. Right. Now let's see. Let me log in. We'll do one thing. I will log in incognito so that I no need of login logout. 55. Sorry. 635015. Yeah. Okay. Now let me log in as Krishna Teja. User details and login. Okay, accounts. See this? When he go to all accounts, he can able to access that. He can able to access that record which we shared actually. You cannot share to anyone. Okay. So because you are not the owner of that account, so you won't find Krishna Teja won't find that sharing button. So you cannot share to other people, right? That is called manual sharing. You have to share the record manually. Like you have to each record you have to share actually. But it is like when you have the like limited records, right? Like one or two, like till 10 records you can able to share by click on this share button and sharing button, and you can add the users. But I need, you know, something, but it's difficult, right? Like when you are having the good number of records, maybe those like 100 records, you cannot share manually. Okay, then we will go for the next approach, the next key, that is role hierarchy. This is just a simple sharing setting. Okay, like these are like, you know, kind of automation things. We can create our own. Yeah, like these. This is the advanced one compared to this manual sharing. We will see this later, but first we will complete this role hierarchy. So role hierarchy means uh, okay. Role hierarchy means, for example, in any company, in general way I'm talking, any company we are having different hierarchies, right? Initially, uh, trainee, software trainee, I can say. Okay, so he can report it to uh, maybe not software training. Let's say some associate employee, some associate. In his, there is one more senior associate, senior associate or manager, I can say manager, and from manager we're having the senior manager. From this director, associate director, AD, right? And from AD to maybe president, I can say, maybe director. From this director to CEO, we can give a last option, CEO, right? So this is the hierarchy. Basically, like every organization, it will be like this. Names will be different, but the hierarchy will be same. So associate can report to manager, manager can report to senior manager. So senior manager can report to AD, AD report to director, director report to CEO, like that. So we will have the different directors. Okay, maybe from India we will have in the different directors, USA having different directors, right? The same way, like this associate can be from Hyderabad or can be Bangalore, right? There are different group of people from the different states or locations. Okay, and the managers also can be different. The role is same, but people can be different. Okay, which means like for example, let's take Capgemini. So there are so many managers in Hyderabad, right? Okay, the same way in Bangalore also there are so many managers. The role is same, manager role, but they're having their hierarchy is different. The people are different. So which means role can be the same role can be applicable to different users. Okay. So here in Salesforce also we are having the this kind of hierarchy we will create. Like so here for example there are some list of documents, right? In the in organization, managers can see all the documents, but associate cannot see that. Okay, associate can able to see the records which are accessible by him only, but he definitely cannot see the records, I mean record documents which are seen by the manager. So when manager gives the access, then only he can able to see, right? The same way goes to manager. When senior manager gives the access to manager, manager only can able to see. But senior manager can able to see this manager level records and also associate level records. Okay. So if when the hierarchy is more right, they are having the more power. Okay. They can able to see the down, like the lower hierarchy people, documents or records, anything. The same way goes to Salesforce. So um, we will create a role level hierarchy, right? Salesforce also every user having the role. For example, if I open, I haven't given the access, I mean, role to Krishna Jija. Role is optional, by the way, so it's not like when you compare with profile and role. Profile is mandatory, but role is not mandatory. You can keep it as empty. Okay. Um, so like every user have the like have but it's even though it's optional, we will put the in real-time projects. We will put for sure because of the to access the other users record and to enable the sharing settings. Okay, so in our project, right, in this project, if you go to the role hierarchy, so I have given the hierarchies basically. So you can create this hierarchy in your developer arc. So for example, GHS is also one of the company, right? So here also we're having the CEO and VP Global Sales. This role is for the sales department. This role hierarchy is for the service, and the same way for marketing, finance, and quality and other business administrators. So when you talk about the sales hierarchy now, so globally we are having the VP like Vice President for sales, and then regional sales director for America. Okay, and for Latin America, same way, EMEA, Europe, and also because since GHS is, they are making business all over world, so we need to define each role for, I mean, different roles for the, uh, I mean, different locations. So maybe I can say continents. So regional sales director for Asia Pacific. So in Asia Pacific, we are having the country specific manager. For India, we are having sales manager. The same China, we're having the one sales manager, country sales manager. Okay. In India, we are having the different sales reps for North India one role and South India one role and West India one role. We will define different roles actually. You can take this as a reference and you can create in your org. So where you can create is just go to role hierarchy in the setup right here. So you will find the default role hierarchy tree. Um, so you can delete that or you can keep as it is. But after CEO, you have to create one VP Global Sales because VP Global Sales is uh, second highest, you know, um, priority in the hierarchy. So VP Global. I mean, VP Global Sales and VP Global Service. So we are talking about the VP Global Service now. So I was already created VP Global Sales. The same way we also have to create. For example, I want to create for the um, Global Service, VP Global Service. So what you can do is just copy this and go to role hierarchy. After the CEO, so we are giving hierarchy after CEO. Na? Just click on add role. Add role. So the VP Global Service and role name is VP Global Service. He is reporting to CEO. And then save. So when you go to the role hierarchy, you will see. Um, so these are we will delete later because they are came default, which are not related to our project. So CFO, I mean CFO, COO, SVP. These are we will create. We will create only this. We will delete. We will creating only VP Global Sales, VP Global Service, and VP Global Finance and all. So I just created some roles for our testing. So in the VP Global Sales, I have created, when I click on this plus icon, you will see the hierarchy. Um, so under VP Global Sales, like what is the next role? The next role is um, regional sales, regional sales director America, a regional sales director EMEA, regional sales director Asia Pacific. Now we will create only for India. So I just was added for regional sales director under VP Global Sales. What is that? If I go to that roles, so regional sales director. So under this country specific manager. So we are talking about India, so I created role for India country sales manager. So he has to report to this user, I mean this role user, regional sales admin, regional sales director. So under India, we are having different states. Sales rep North India, sales rep South India, sales rep West India, like that. So just we this is just a hierarchy. We will see like how you can assign the users. For example, uh, here, so let's take let's go from lower level. I will assign one user to South India. So let's say this Krishna Teja is belongs to South India. Maybe he is from Hyderabad. So we can assign this. We can assign South India role to his profile, right? So how you can assign? You can assign from here, or also you can assign from role hierarchy. So here you can just click on assign. If you click on assignee, you will see the list of users. Just click on this Krishna Teja and add. Save. As I mentioned, the multiple users can also be assigned for the single role because yeah, single role. So in Hyderabad, right now, Krishna Tej is working, right? Maybe if some other also join, right? That user also can have the same role. Okay. So let's see. Now we will see. I will assign. Um, I will assign. Yeah. So country sales manager. So my user record I'm assigning myself to. Will do one thing. I will change this profile. Mm, 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 mm. I need one more user. Like, yeah, let me change the name of this user. What I can give her. Mm, maybe I can give Shubham. Last name is required. Shubham Singh, maybe. Mm, Shubham, I need name here. Shubham Sharma. Okay, change it. So I'm just assigning Shubham Sharma as a manager for India, sales manager for India. So let's go to roles, sales manager for India. Where is that? Regional sales. Yeah, country sales manager India. He is, you know, a sales manager for India. So let's see hierarchy now. The so our lowest role is what? This one, this one. These are sales rep. Sales rep levels are lowest roles. Okay. The next one, the the above role is what is that? Country sales manager India. The next role is regional sales. Regional sales Pacific. I mean regional sales director as a Pacific continent. The next role is VP Global. Now we are talking about only India, right? That's why VP Global Sales. The next one is CEO. Right? This is our maybe I can say India's role hierarchy, right? So here it was assigned to as of now it was assigned to um, Krishna Krishna Teja, and this was assigned to Shubham. As of now it was assigned to Shubham. These records we haven't assigned yet. We will see later. Since we can use only Salesforce license for two users in like developer org, so we cannot create many. We can create the users, but license cannot given to more than two users. Okay, maybe let's say, let, yeah, that's why I'm not assigning any user to these roles. Now let's see like how role hierarchy will work, right? So here, if Krishna is a create any account, let me create a account by Krishna Teja. So we are now logging as Krishna Teja. Now I'm creating an account. Mm, maybe Kim's Hospital. It's, I'm not giving anything, just saving it. SL is required. Silver. It was created, right? Let's see. Uh, so Kim's was created. Now, since OWD is private, it should not be accessible, right, to any user until we have seen this sharing setting now. So now you see this sharing button is visible because this account owner is Krishna Teja only. Okay, he only created. He can able to share, but I mean he can able to share manually until like when it if it is shareable only they can like if it is shared to some people only then other people can able to see. Otherwise, no one can see this account. But but Shubham can able to see that because Shubham role is higher than Krishna Teja. He can able to see that. He is reporting. Krishna Teja is reporting to Shubham, right? The hierarchy is level than Krishna Teja. Shubham can able to see that. Now let's see. Let's log in as Shubham. We'll see whether he can able to see that record or not. Login. Going to accounts. All accounts. Where is that account? Mhm. Yeah, see this accounts. If I go to all accounts, type Kim's. Yeah, he can able to see that. It was created by Krishna Teja, right? This is how role hierarchy works. You can able to see like there are some like other settings also available now. As I mentioned, there are other keys also available. So we have seen two keys right now, sharing, manual sharing and role hierarchy. So we're having sharing rules and teams. in real time you may you may need to access like how this record is getting um, accessible for this user. So how you can see is just go to sharing, just click on the sharing button. So if you click on this edit, right, you will have the option called view sharing hierarchy. When you click on that view sharing hierarchy, you can able to see how many people can able to see this account. Okay, Apollo Pharmacy Limited, how many can able to see that? So these are the users can able to see that. So integration having the read-only access, and Krishna is having the read-write access. Okay, so why it is read-write access? Let's see. So because if you remember, uh, we share the record. So it was like Krishna is able to see this Apollo Pharmacy because we shared manually. If you see the reason for access, it is showing manual sharing, which means someone shared someone shared that record to Krishna Teja manually. Okay, let's see like other options. So Satyam is having full access. Why it is full access? If you click on this view, there are two ways actually. Like he is getting full access in two ways. One is administrator. He is administrator, and the other one is he is the owner. So when I go to the account, I am the owner of that record. Okay, that's why I'm getting the full access. Full access means I can able to edit this record, I can delete this record, I can share this record to someone else. Okay, that is about the ownership. Like why, like, and there is one more option we have seen, right? Like one more way we have seen administrator. Like what is that administrator? I mean, when I click on this view, I have seen two options. This one we are clear. That was created by me and ownership is by with my name. That's why it is showing owner, reason for access. The second one is administrator. Like why it is showing administrator? When I go to I have to go to my profile first. Just go to my profile. Yeah. In yesterday class, we have seen one thing. Like we have seen few settings actually. So if I go to my profile is system administrator. So go to the object level access. Where is the object level? Yeah. So here accounts, right? We are talking about accounts. So you see this like read, create, edit, delete. They talk about the object level permissions. Okay. Like if you see view all records, view modify all records, view all fields, right? They talk about the record level access. So here we check these three items, like three options as well, which means when I select this view all records, this the particular profile who the system administrator profile, right, the whoever having that profile, he can able to access all the records irrespective of the OWT. Here OWT won't work, so even though OWT is private, he can able to still access the records. The same way modify all records. So whenever we select these options, right, OWT won't work. Okay, like these two options, first two options, OWT won't work. If you refer my previous class notes, I was mentioned that also. Yeah, see this. The three special permissions. We all see every record on object. Bypassing sharing, yes, which means OWT we are bypassing. Okay, and modify all, bypassing it, like that. That is the reason I am able to like that is the reason it is showing administrator. Okay, I'm having the system admin profile access. That is the reason showing administrator. Okay, why it is showing read only? So if you click on this view, this is also administrator. Let's see integration user. Like what is the integration user profile? This is the integration user and integration user profile is Analytics Cloud Integration User. This is the profile of integration user. If you go to object level settings, see this was selected. View all records. This option was selected, which means he can able to access all the records, but he cannot modify it. That is the reason it is showing administrator, but account access is read only. He cannot modify it. Okay, this is how we will see the sharing hierarchy. Like we can debug the other we can debug like how the record is accessing to the some user in real time. This is one of the trick we will follow. And let's see. Yeah, let's see. This Kim's Hospital. This Kim's Hospital was created by Krishna Teja, which is a sales rep. But Shubham can able to access that record because he is the higher level than Krishna Teja. Like why, how Krishna Shubham able to access that? We will see here. Just click on view. We will see two options. One is administrator because Krishna Teja's profile is administrator. Okay, he will get full access, and also he's getting owner access. So how? Like what is the relation actually? You will see the relation here. Manager of owner. Manager of owner means the record owner is Krishna Teja. Okay, his manager is Shubham. That is the reason manager of owner is showing in the relationships. Okay, that is how we will see the role hierarchies in the real-time projects. What else? The same way, if some, for example, if XYZ user is assigned to this role now, when this user is created some accounts, he Shubham cannot see that. Krishna Tej also cannot see that. But the the user from VP Global Sales role, right, he can able to see that. And CEOs also can able to see that XYZ created records. CEO can able to see all the users records. That is how role hierarchy will work in Salesforce. This is one of the way we are sharing the access to some other users. Based on the roles, access will be shared to other users. This is one of the key. We will see other keys, sharing rules and teams in tomorrow's class. Okay, hope it is clear to everyone. So I was added the uh, role hierarchies and also the levels, the description in the project document. You will see in the role hierarchy table. The same way was added for the profiles also. We will add each document, I mean each tabs, like whenever we discuss something that if it is related to project, we will add that in the document, project document. Yeah, uh, that's all for today.